Alright, we've got a pre-made here. Gonna be playing Tech. He recently got his eco buffed pretty hard. Did give it a go before. It's most likely gonna be nerfed at some point soon. It's very strong. I'm gonna start off with... We've got a strategy in mind. It'll be an early base, and we'll see how that goes. There'll be a few things in particular that I'll be doing for it. For now, we will be getting this eco out as fast as possible. I want to farm gas here. And I want to basically just sit on this eco, farm gas, get level 2, and then I can go anywhere. The goal's just going to be getting at least level 2, and then I can start up some proper eco. This will be just to get me started. So I'll put down 3. We'll get these all going, and then hold off on one of the inputs after this. Probably, yeah. So once we get all these 3 going, we'll hold off on one of the inputs and put our towers down. Need this guy to move first. Oh, yeah, he's going over there. Or is he? That's annoying. Okay. Got these towers down. Oh, this is nice. Try and salvage that before it goes down. Got them off. We'll try and replace that. He's scanned, so I can't cloak them to stop them from going down. Okay, nice. Big gas. Unfortunately, not a lot of levels, because there are 3 leveling heroes standing right there. But that's a lot of gas for our team. So we'll probably be going... Ideally, we'll base down here. Once we get to that point. Because it's only one ramp, and it's a downward ramp as well. A ramp leading from the high ground to a low ground. Well, that's annoying. Which will be very good for us. And our main goal is going to be just eco hard up until that point. And then pretty much hold a wall so that the Zerg cannot get in no matter what. And we'll feed our teammates. They'll be the actual DPS. We won't actually be making many towers until much later into the base. Almost level 2 here. Can get that accelerate, which will speed my eco a ton. We can just sit on this eco until Zerg comes as well. We don't have to move once we get level 2. But we do plan on salvaging at some point. This should be hit soon. Got Lings coming in here. Oh, Neadra, okay. Is she moving up? I'm just going to do this. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. I need to turn the repair off. Otherwise, you can't shift command all that. I'm going to start ecoing over here. Yeah, that was bad of me. If I had the repair turned off autocast, I'd be able to just shift command salvage all that. But if I tried to do it with the repair on, it would just start repairing the eco structures instead of salvaging them. So I'll do this, we'll defend our eco. And then we'll, hopefully this Ling moves up. It is a Neadra game, so she can just walk over to my eco as well. Of course, so can Hunter, but the goal is to either, you know, like they're not going to be able to send units over. So if they send the hero over, that's fine, I can relocate. And they're having to come across the map to do it each time. But with Neadra, they have 2 heroes, it's pretty annoying. Try and focus on upgrading the block of 6 here. So we can chrono it, or accelerate it. Hunter's down here, Neadra's over here. I don't have blink, so I'm actually in a bit of trouble if I do get trapped. Yeah, nice. Nice gas. I think I'll just keep the expert repair off. It's nice to, you know, just automatically repair stuff when needed, but it gets me in a lot more trouble than it's worth. It ends up like it makes it really hard to shift up. commands, queue up commands with shift, that is. So I think I'll just keep it off. That's okay, we'll just keep doing this. They're not going to have hydras at 7 minutes. Maybe turn off these middle ones here. Oh, we can get a little bit more out. We can get, yeah. Oh, we can get a bit more if they're going to go around this way, actually. We do want to start moving out soon, though, so that we can have another eco spot up. We'll remove all this. Pinging me to make sure I know, yeah. Yeah, I definitely know Kerrigan's here. It's not much on the map for me to pay attention to. Where do I want to go, though? Because I kind of just want to sit on my eco and defend it at the moment. Maybe in there? I don't know. Creep could get pretty close. Maybe we'll just go... Okay, we're going to go in here. I don't want to spend too much time trying to look for an eco spot. Tempting to go for some of the others. That could be decent. I don't know how close Creep is, though. Okay, Ling's there. We'll go for this. Ling's here as well. We need to get these towers up. Bait that into them and then get these down as soon as possible. Focus on upgrading these 3 for now. So we can have the accelerate on them. And then we'll start massing more of the plus ones, or the tier ones. They're way more efficient. Kerrigan shouldn't be around here, so I'm fairly safe to do this. Just to get that vision. I will upgrade this though, because I also am going to do this to make sure I have an escape plan without using blink. Nice to keep blink up if possible. Even though when blink is down it's really hard to kill a technician still, but you know, it just makes it that much harder. Start massing these now. We don't know where Hunter is at the moment. Team has good map control as well. It's going to be really hard for them to just walk to my economy and make me salvage. And if they don't do that, we're going to ramp up pretty fast. We already are. We're already pretty rich. What's it looking like down there? I don't really like that. That's annoying. But they can kill that. I don't want them to be walling once I go to that place, because I want to put up my walls. I'm going to be using these. And I'm going to be making them very, very difficult to kill, and then just having my entire team sit behind it as we either scale up, or Zerk has to try and headbutt and like kill themselves on my team. My team will ideally have a lot of DPS. I'm pretty much... Like, this is a pre-made, so they're good players. I think all of them will join the base, but I am planning to do this, particularly with Raccoon Lover, who's on Delta Squad, and I'll be sending him, and he'll be able to get a ton of DPS out and hit the hero if they try to break it. And if they don't try to break it, then we just sit back and eco up. It's a strategy that I don't think I've seen anyone do it, actually. Maybe like a couple of times when I've tried to like teach it to a couple of people, but it's not something that's caught on, this strategy of Technician just holding a wall for his teammates. And it's pretty interesting that it hasn't caught on, because in my opinion it's actually a very overpowered strategy, particularly now that it's that Tech's eco's been buffed. But you can do it so early in the game and off such low eco, and because Technician gets like huge amounts of minerals due to the fact that his stuff is really expensive, instead of just spending your huge amount of minerals on this expensive stuff, you can instead send it to teammates who can actually spend it better, even though they only get a third. So that's what we'll be doing. Instead of investing into like towers that are going to cost us like 100k to make useful, we'll just send like 30k to teammates, and they'll be able to make things that are way more useful already. Nice. I'll block that. Body block that so they can't run in. start getting upgrades just because it takes some... Oh, we can accelerate here. Since it takes time to get them done. We'll try and keep an eye on this. This is ideally where we're going to go. We'll start getting upgrades. The ones we're going to be focusing on are arsenal upgrades and building armor and the training and supply, because we'll be using trainees as well. We're just going to bank minerals now.
Upgrade complete.
Not upgrading our eco or anything.
Upgrade complete.
In fact, we're going to stop now and then head over. So just salvage all of this. Make sure we get these. We want 2 more building upgrades, building armor upgrades. No need to worry about tower damage. We'll get construction time. Just 2 construction time upgrades to make things easy.
Upgrade complete.
I gotta watch out for Niedra here. I have blink, so I can do this. Need to get this. It would be really nice to get this upgrade, this ability. It's really good for the strategy I'm doing, but because I'm so rich, I'm actually not going to need it. So I'll just get Cloak to make sure I can get over here. Yeah, what else do I need? Arsenal upgrades, supply. That's about it.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade.
Need this guy to destroy those. Good job. Nice.
Upgrade complete.
Might just blink in. No. More arsenal upgrades.
Upgrade complete.
Get some eco down. We can start sending to Delta Squad if need be. Make sure we have these up. Start spamming these trainees.
Base is under attack.
And get this accelerated. And get some vision for our team. Make sure we have all the arsenals we can get down. So we're very much a support here. But we can also scale our eco really hard and just send to our allies. And then later on, once everyone's rich, we can start doing stuff as well. I don't think there's anyone I want to send to at the moment, so maybe just eco. Delta Squad is on... I can send the Delta Squad mostly. He'll be most of the DPS. We'll start getting these on hotkeys, upgrading them. Okay, we'll send him. Well, not yet. 95 minerals isn't a lot, especially when it's cut into a third. We'll be sending him more soon. We've got, as you can see, a lot of minerals per second with our eco. Just get some vision around. Alright, looks like Niedra might come. Throw these up here just to make sure we can get vision. I'll get a couple of these towers as well to get anti-armor on anything that comes. Can also get siege towers. It seems like the friendly fire on the siege towers got removed as well, which is actually, in my opinion, kind of busted. Like, insanely strong. I'll actually keep my minerals at the moment and do this. We can start looking at siege towers. So we'll be providing a lot of anti-ling. This is still up, which is nice. We'll start getting a couple of aggressive upgrades for our towers then. Forgot to turn that off autocast.
Upgrade complete.
Alright, we'll upgrade these
Are under attack.
and get them ready.
Base is under
Get
attack.
another
Upgrade
attack range. Okay, that went down. We'll just put it here for now. We can destroy it later. Upgrade a couple of these. Upgrade our siege towers. I should do this to put eco in. I should hold off on that upgrade. So they're holding off on attacking the base. I'm pretty sure they know we're here. I did play the strategy last game as well, and The Zerg didn't have any luck breaking the base, so they may be trying to build up some economy, hoping that that would be a better strategy or a more reliable way to deal with this. Start throwing these out.
Upgrade complete.
And we can just mass siege towers. Very
Upgrade
strong.
Complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Okay, Neadra's here. Looks like she's having a hard time. We're just going to eco up. Get these upgraded. Now that the Zerg is such low, so low health that we can
Complete.
focus on laser towers and prevent them from even coming close to this. I do want building speed. Construction time, it's being real annoying right now. Give damage to our allies. I haven't been utilizing my arsenals enough. The reason we have arsenals is mostly for the rapid regeneration to hold the wall, but they didn't attack, so we can use energy on our
Upgrade
Delta squad here, and also attack damage boosting for our allies.
complete.
Upgrade this again.
Upgrade
Get more damage. We can start sending our allies. Who needs them? We'll send Delta squad because honestly you can just max out and then snipe the Zerg at this point.
upgrade complete.
I think we'll just full send Delta squad.
Upgrade complete.
Do want to upgrade these a bit though, just to make sure we have some defense sitting in our base for sure. Auto spawning trainees. The trainees healing these walls plus the arsenals healing them and the huge amount of armor that I can get so fast in the game is what's going to make it difficult for them to break. It's got later in the game now, of course, so they have better upgrades, but also so do I. Just send this Delta squad. Get him to max out. And there we go, looking like he's going to poke them down. GG. Alright, so since the Zerg didn't really attack in that game, we'll show what the base looks like when the hunter does actually attack the wall. This base comes in a little bit later. This one's... we're based at like 20 minutes. They're coming in at 21 minutes. And we'll see how it looks when the Zerg are actually able to get to the wall and hit it. And how hard it is for them to break. So as you can see, they're hitting this one and it's just healing up so fast with all these trainees. I've not got tech healing it because I don't want them to snipe me with like fungal and storm or hydras. And I've got all the arsenals and the trainees healing this wall. And they're hitting the one wall, and of course, even if it gets low, I did use it earlier, use this to pretty much taunt the Zerg, make them attack the other wall, as this one heals up. And also use the restructured integrity, and that just combines all the health. And if you combine all the health of everything and then use rapid regeneration, everything just heals up insanely fast. So as you can see, they weren't able to break it. A little bit later in the game, I think they try again with a bit more, trying to build up outside of the base and then come in to attack the wall. And it's just so incredibly tanky. We've only got 4 armor as well. There's another armor upgrade. The longer the game goes, the better the chances Zerg do have of breaking it, as the hero gets higher levels and then like maxed out Hydralisks plus, something else. Like you want a range unit and a melee unit that isn't Lings to be able to hit these walls at the same time. But even then, it's so hard to break through. And as you can see, they sat on it, they tried to break it for so long, and all they were doing was taking damage on the hunter as we just healed it up. And in the meanwhile, I'm pretty sure we're sending our allies. If I can go to my camera perspective. So I've got, I don't have that many minerals, and that's probably, I do remember I was sending the Alarak. So the goal was to just be able to hold the wall and just send everything to Alarak so he can go all in on Reavers and do the DPS for us. And this is fine. The rock's a lot less tanky than the walls, funnily enough, so we can just come over here. We had some supply sitting up here we had to salvage. And then we come over here and just place walls at this location as well. And the Delta squad just tanking those corruptors. with our trainees. So yeah, it's very difficult. We end up walling this as well, just to make sure. Very difficult for the Zerg to break through. You have to be
Base is
almost
under
like
attack.
even if you have defender and the hunter on it, you have to be like end game to be able to break through it. Let's see if they give it another go real quick. Yeah, Banes won't do anything to it either. So we'll see how that works out for them. And they just keep getting ahead as they try to break it. Of course, definitely helps to have teammates killing off the units as they're trying to break it with like these AoE units. And single target damage in AoE is definitely the most important thing for this strategy. You need single target to deal with the hunter or the defender that's hitting the wall, and then AoE just helps to keep their units down. And then we have this wall up here, and it's just so
Is under attack.
difficult to break as our team ramps up. So yeah, that's how it looks when the enemy does attack the base.